Well, welcome to today's episode of Guitar Slinger. Today I'm playing at the downtown Hotel Vancouver. It's a really nice hotel. It's pretty much a landmark in our city. I've been hired for the hotel to play a special event for a chef that I believe that's leaving the hotel. At least I think that's what the event's for. We're going to be playing as a guitar duo. I'm going to be playing with Andre Stepanier, who will be playing guitar with me. And the event is a French theme, so along with playing our rumba, flamenco, Spanish, Latin jazz, I'll be incorporating a lot of French-style tunes. Quite a bit of Django, which was very French, and a few others. So it'll be a fun performance. I've been rehearsing all week for the performance and putting charts together, and Andre had the charts ahead of time, so he's on top of them, so it should be a lot of fun. It's an event that starts at 5 o'clock and it's going to end at 8 o'clock, so it's an early corporate event, and we'll see you at the hotel.
Okay, so here we are pulling into the parking garage. You can see parking's really expensive. It cost me about $35, I believe, in order to park.
Okay, so here we are in the parking garage of the Hotel Vancouver. It's a noisy place. Here's all the gear that I'm using for the gig. I have no idea how many people or how big an event it is. It's in the Pacific Ballroom, which I think is a really big ballroom. So I've got a couple of PA speakers here, my power amp, 2 PA speakers in the front, and also a powered monitor that we'll use to hear ourselves. And I'll load all this gear on my cart. I've got a stairway over here with an elevator that's going to take me downstairs, and that'll take me across to the Hotel Vancouver, and I'll go make my way to the ballroom and get ready to play. So here we go. All right, so here we are. Just going to catch the elevator. Here's all the gear. You can see it's all on my cart. 2 speakers here, 2 speakers here, another powered monitor here, power amp, my guitar, music stand, and I keep all the PA stands underneath the cart. And that's it. We're ready to go off to the hotel. I think I want to go to the main floor. I'm not too sure. You can see it's pretty tight space in here for all the gear, but at least it's quiet. Okay, so here we are across the street, or across the parking lot is the Hotel Vancouver, so that's where we're going.
Yeah, so I parked my truck and we're all set to go. We're just heading over into the Hotel Vancouver. This is a really nice hotel. It's been around for a long time. Here's the entranceway. We'll quickly zip down the hallway. I'll go to the left. And here's where the elevators are. There's a little board on the wall which tells me what activities are happening in the hotel. So that way I can find out where the Pacific Ballroom is, and just to be sure it's where it's supposed to be. Here we are entering the Pacific Ballroom. You can get an idea of the look of the ballroom. It's a beautiful place. I'm going to be located on the stage, and here's the stage. We're going to be set up in front of the curtain, which is great because it allows me a spot behind the curtain to keep all my stuff while the event's happening.
Okay, so here we are in the ballroom. This is definitely behind the scenes. There's a big screen celebrating retirement to the chef, 22 years, so that's pretty cool. And here's where we're going to be playing. So this is our set. 2 guitars. We've got a set of speakers up there that'll be for us and for everyone else to hear. And then over here, that's one of my speakers there, and then another one further down the room. So that should fill the room okay for what we're doing. And here's my setup.
So aside from the 4 speakers that are surrounding the room, I'm using my Bose T1 digital mixer. I brought my Aura T1, but I'm not using it, and I've got an EQ pedal just to use as a volume boost when I'm improvising. There's our French charts for all the French tunes we're going to be playing.
So let's take a tour.
So I have a little bit of extra time since I've got all the gear set up, and I'm going to take you on a little bit of a tour of the hotel. So here's the foyer outside of the Grand Ballroom. Here's a room called the Vancouver Island Room, where I've performed before. Here I'm coming back into the ballroom, and we're going to take a look at it from the other end, so you can see at the far end is the stage where Andre and I will be playing as a guitar duo. Back in the hallway, I'm going out to the hallway, and I have to do a stop in the men's room. And just in case you've never seen the men's room in the Hotel Vancouver, check this out. It's kind of cool. It's not that often you go into a washroom and you have combs, nail files, there's absolutely everything, face cloths, everything you could possibly imagine in there. Mind you, it's not quite as cool as, say, the Vancouver Club, where you can get your shoes shined and everything right in the washroom. Bizarre, isn't it? Anyways, back to the gig. Here's the event and speeches that are going on. We're just on a break at this point, and you can see what our setup looks like. There's me. And I'm going to take you back behind the scenes, back behind the curtain, where we're just hanging out before we play. And this is where all the gear's stored as well. Backstage. Seriously, backstage. All right, so here's what it's like for us at the gig. I'm just going to quickly run through a couple of charts. There's the tune we're going to play. I think this tune is a piece called... Douce Ambiance is the name of the piece. Anyways, let's have a listen to how we sound. Of the Django stuff, we played a lot of Gypsy Kings, a very cool band from France, so very appropriate for the occasion. So for this event, we wound up starting at about 5:30 rather than 5 o'clock, and we performed till about 6:30. And there were speeches for 45 minutes to an hour, and after that, we performed until 8 o'clock, and that was the event for us. So at that point, I could tear down my gear. However, everyone was still there long after I was finished playing for the event. So Andre left already, and then I snuck all my gear out through the curtain, packed it all up backstage. I'm now taking it down all the stairs, off the stage and down the stairs outside of the stage, and here I am packing everything into my cart. So you can see everything fits underneath the cart in terms of stands, which is really kind of handy. I bungee all that together, and once that's bungeed together, I flip the cart over, and then everything else goes on top of that. So first is my big case, which has all the cables and two Yamaha monitors. Then I've got these other pair of monitors, which goes on top of that. There's my power amp on top of that, and a powered monitor on top of that, and my guitar on top of that. Sometimes I'll bring my own chairs, but I knew the Hotel Vancouver would have armless chairs. So that's it. Thanks for following me on this event.